Hello and welcome everybody. How are you doing on this day? So, we have this is going to be like a little series I do every once in a while. Not all the time thing, but this is also the current campaign I'm playing in the background of my news videos. This will just be a little later on in it. There's lots of fighting and fun parts of it in there for you to watch during those to see how you got where I am. But this is going to be, because it's currently in the politics, I guess, is going to be the Bannerlord Blame game. So what we're going to be talking about is everything people seem to want to blame each other for. Don't know why, but that's the current set of affairs. The left wants to blame the right, and the right wants to blame the left. So we're just going to yammer on while I play a game. Forgot where I was doing. I'm currently in the service of the Mongolians until I build up more money. Then I will create my own empire. The purple people are doing quite well. So are we. Blue is getting its butt whooped by everybody. And the green is finally doing well. If you played this at all in the early days, blue, green, gone almost instantly, followed shortly behind blue, purple, and well, yeah, bright purple and I don't know what you call that. Dark purple. What's it fucking called? I don't know. Anyway, they'd all get wiped out real quick. There'd be one of these factions left, one of the Empire factions left, usually blue. But the Norths, which are still getting their booties whooped pretty good, the Bretonians would just get annihilated by the British early on, and then the Huns would annihilate everything this direction, other than one faction. Usually blue, like I said, usually the blue, and then nobody did anything with these people. Now, if you joined a faction and like became a higher up in there, you might start a war down there and you just sweep them. Like they would die real quick. Things seem to have balanced out quite a bit better. There is no current war, so why has she created an army? Are we at war again? All right. Ooh, we're gonna go to the arena. I am wounded. Back to town center. Leave. And spend time till I have some more life. But yeah, so well, that'll give us a little bit of time to chit chat about what's going on in the political world. It's Oh, Kyle. This is gonna be Bannerlord, or Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord. It's a really good game. I believe it's still in early access, so you do get like $10 off. I'm currently trying to heal up, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. There is a multiplayer aspect to it. Not my cup of tea. It's like a squad on squad kind of fight. Hello. But it's a lot of fun, bud. I'm not not coming through, am I, or something? Still catching on that. All right, yeah. All right, just making sure. But no. So the left is claiming up and down that Biden has won. But the problem we run into here, folks, is the media and people in the media don't actually get to decide that. That is not their place. It's decided by each state in the delegates picked by the congressionals. So, in no way, shape, or form has he won yet. Nor would he have, regardless of the situation. And that's the issue, is everyone's like, well, you're just saying that because you don't want Trump to lose. That's not it at all. This is how it's always been. And people like to think that we've always had, like, on election night things were picked. No, usually what it is the other person concedes. And therefore there is no more point in doing the rest, because now only one person can win, so that therefore that person has won. But that is not the actual purpose of the Electoral College. There's electorates picked by the representatives, and most of the time the electorates all vote in conjunction with the majority of the vote. That's how it's usually done. However, there has been cases in the past, and now that I don't have them pulled up in front of me, I did like 2 hours ago. Hello, Kyle. Can you not hear me, bud? Hold on. No, I can be heard. I'm at like 87% life. Oh, I need food though, so that's got to come first. So if you are a left-leaning person or a right-leaning person, it doesn't really matter. The point is, you need to actually learn how the government works, folks. It is actually really important. Because if you don't really understand how that works, well, that's how misunderstandings happen. And this didn't happen all that long ago, this exact same thing. Most people remember the contentious 2000, if you're old enough, election, but they don't really remember what happened. In all honesty, people thought Al Gore had won for the better part of 2 months. He was considered the quote-unquote presidential elect. And that was not, in fact, the case. So, it's Mountain Blade Bannerlord, Kyle.
Infantry, move! Archers, forward!
I am Kyle, but it's this is for a informational stream, bud. You can jump into the server. It won't allow you to talk though, bud. Not in the place where I am. You can listen from there though. It just won't allow you to talk. It's for when I'm trying to do the political stuff, bud. It's called the Horde server on there. But yeah, Kyle brings up a good point. You can always join our Discord. I will put a... Oh, shoot. I forgot to put a link. You can go back to one of our previous videos and grab a link off there. It is Loot Goblins, same as the... everything else. But, alright. So, yeah. In 2000, it was thought that Okay, I thought she was going to freeze on me. She's a very intensive game. Come on, move faster. Thank you. But we didn't actually know who was going to be president until December 14th, when the electorates have to vote, and Florida couldn't do it. Now, Florida, having learned this lesson so long ago, and that's why it was one of the first ones done. It was on the second wave of shutdowns, as far as like during the time frame, but it was actually one of the first ones done, and called itself for Donald Trump. Now it went back out of it, and this is all media stuff. So, I have to wait. Wait. No, I don't want to go in there. All right, Arena, join the tournament. But yeah, so we didn't have a president-elect for a good long time, despite what people thought was happening. And most people from my generation, we were young, 2000. So I was 16 at the time. So most people, for the most part, voting now, barely remember this election. And can't really understand what the lesson was that Florida and its representatives learned all the way back then. And that's why all of these different states and everything took forever to get all the way through their voter count, basically. And Florida did not, even though they had more votes than most places. Like, Arizona took forever, and it really shouldn't have. Arizona has a significantly less population, but it's still not finished, technically. Ow. Sorry. There, he's dead. Nope, he's dead too. Ah. And gotcha. That'd do it. Haha, didn't lose a single man. So the lesson they learned was start counting absentee ballots and all this stuff ahead of time. That way there is more than enough people to more than enough time to do a recount if they need to, which is really truly what should happen everywhere. There was zero reason that they already changed the laws ahead of time to mass mail ballot voting and all this stuff. They could have easily changed their laws or put a executive or a state level executive order in place where they could start counting ballots ahead of time. None of this is okay, in my opinion. The mass mail-in ballots, all this stuff. There was more than enough time. The coronavirus wasn't a new thing in November. It was on the news every single day since, like, May. So it shouldn't have been a surprise to anybody. And we had more than ample enough time to... Ow, you hit my horse. To get all of, get your absentee ballot if you were afraid of going out and voting in person, which, everybody said was perfectly safe. All the experts. And in all honesty, none of this should have been done. Now, on to the blame, a little more into the blame game. The Democrats are blaming the Republicans for holding up the election. We know who's won. And in all honesty, For the most part, and with a few exceptions, they're actually not incorrect. They are not correct either, though. There's a distinct difference between being fully correct and having a good point. As far as the Electoral College goes, as it sits at this very moment, he has won. But Trump and the Republican Party have all filed lawsuits. Not so much to contest the election. And that's what a lot of people seem to misunderstand. They're not trying to change the outcome of the election. What they're trying to do is figure out what happened. Because there was some really strange nonsense that occurred. We're talking computer glitches and due to the mass mail-in voting, people, and I don't like, there are some people out there who think it's this grand conspiracy. If you've ever watched an anime called Ghost in the Shell, it's called a standalone complex. So that's a great way if you want something more or less entertaining to watch to get the same idea. You'll come to understand that a standalone complex means a bunch of people working separately, not even knowing each other, hence the name standalone, but achieving a common goal in the end. It wasn't through any grand conspiracy, and this has happened many times throughout history. Are these ones better than mine? No. Are they better than hers? Yes. Are these ones better than hers? No. These ones better than his? Yes. It's not a new, not even close to a new concept, really. This one better than mine. Speed is lower, but everything else is better. So I'm going to use that. Does anybody not have a bow? You have a really terrible bow. I will switch that one out. So a standalone complex is basically, okay, so you have a guy over here, really hates Donald Trump. Let's say he was doing a real estate deal, and Donald Trump, long before he was president, came in, swooped in, bought the land out from under him at a slightly higher price than he could afford, so therefore he loses that. Okay. So he's lost that. All right, that's a dude in, let's say that dude's in Nevada. All right. So the dude in Nevada goes out of his way to, like, he's like, oh, well, I can really mess him over during this election by having a bunch of my people that I, because he's a businessman too. He has people who work for him, and he has money, right? So I can mess over him by, sending all these people out to go to old folks' home and basically pillage ballots from them, force them to do all that stuff. That's one of the theories going on in about Nevada. Now, while in Pennsylvania, there is a seething hatred by a certain individual. Again, these are not real people, and they really don't want President Trump to win. They've listened to all the media. They know exactly what kind of terrible human being he is. All right, in their minds, they figured it all out. Now, this person doesn't have money. But what they do have, or what they do is they live in a very old person neighborhood, or a neighborhood that is abandoned even, or they know of abandoned neighborhoods in the area, because a lot of people fled the city during the time frame when, all the riots and everything were happening. So, make sure I'm not at war with anybody because I go have some funs. But nope. So they go out of their way to go to all these places where mail still might be delivered, but there isn't actually anybody living there, and they know this. These people have moved. So they grab the ballots, right? And just register them. Doesn't mean that every one of those ballots that he picks up aren't going to be contested or counted all the way due to what's going on, due to security measures in place. But what he does know is that more than likely some of them are gonna get through. So that person then, he contributes in that factor. Now he's not the only one in his neighborhood who is thinking the same thing. So but those people, they aren't talking to each other. This isn't some grand conspiracy. It's called the standalone complex, where a bunch of people with similar mindsets and similar goals try to achieve the same outcome without an organization behind it. It is what every terrorist organization wishes they could have. All right? Because it can have the most profound impact because there's no one centralized anything. Nothing is in its place. There is no centralized anything. These are all individuals acting of their own volition to their knowledge. And I say that because the media and things, they put these ideas in people's heads. And this is true of both Trump's side and the other side. Not so much the other side. They didn't really say this. They were kind of preaching against, they were saying there's no voter fraud, blah, blah, blah. Right? So they're preaching the, no voter fraud, no voter fraud, no voter fraud, to keep down the accusations. But they kept talking about the voter fraud that could possibly be happening. And while the right is going, hey, they're doing this, they're, take Project Veritas, they're, this person's going out there and basically buying ballots in there. And then all these people who were standalone are all of a sudden like, oh, well, I bet you if I just did it with a few, I could get away with it. So you start having that mentality amongst several people. And that's how a standalone complex is born, through media and just ideas planted in their head, accidentally or not. Because I don't think the right wanted that to happen. It's not very beneficial to them directly, if that makes any sense at all,
Footmen! Horse archers! Infantry! Mounted archers! Attack!
Sorry. Yeah. Whoa. That was a massacre. Yep, they're all dead. But yeah, so that is a more likely scenario of what is occurring rather than this great grand conspiracy to keep away, keep Donald Trump out of the White House another 4 years. Did I get a level up? No, somebody did though. Ah, there it is. Ooh, she got horse riding. We'll do that. And you have a point to spend. Let's put it in, yeah, we're going to put it here. There you go. All right. But yeah, so that is more likely what is occurring here rather than an actual conspiracy to commit voter fraud in the largest sense of the word, like where people are conspiring in dark alleys and backroom gambling, like all that BS. That is more than apt as to what is more than likely happening. But you can't always rule out the idea that these things can in fact happen, where, it wouldn't be the first time that fraud has been thrown around. It's also not the first time that the U.S. election has been called into question. Not even close. There was one back in like 1874 where, I think that's about the right time, 1870 something, doesn't really matter, where there was a special committee convened, which is very strange. It's not actually it's not it's not in our Constitution for this to happen. But then again, records from back then have a tendency to become slightly obscured. And so a special committee was convened outside of the judiciary. And what may have happened, and we just don't know it, or I guess, is that that both the House, the House, the Senate, and the judiciary, they all just didn't want anything to do with it because they didn't want their names attached to the controversy. So and in the end, after those had all failed, they're like, well, we'll just convene a special convention. And then they got their answer. So those people took the blame no matter what. Because it doesn't matter what part of time, nobody wants the blame on them. Politicians, anyways. They don't want to take that blame for making the wrong choice. Republicans and Democrats are absolutely no different. And that's why you see the quote-unquote fair weather Trumpers, as they've been so aptly named. Which, whatever. I don't consider it fair weather trumping. It's so much as, well, he lost. In this particular case, if he lost, he lost. It's not the end of the world. And I only say that because, well, we got Republican Senate, and we made significant gains in the House, and that's a good thing. That takes care of the ability to pack the courts. That's already gone away. They can't even do that. They could have if we had lost a bunch of seats in the House, but we didn't. We gained seats in the House. We seem to be holding, other than Georgia. Like once Georgia is figured out, we seem to have we should have held our the 51% in the Senate, and it's quite obvious that the judiciary side is definitely in our court. Pun intended. This is annoying. All right, down to the sword. Gotcha. Whoop. So I don't really think, and that's our great forefathers, or the architects in action. They made a constitution that allows us to mend it when we need to. It's a living document. but it also keeps everything in check, which is good. So, bravo to them once again for making sure that we can't screw it up ourselves. And I'm actually going to do a series, and I already downloaded the doctrinal information and stuff like that. I'm going to do a Constitution series. Because I thought it was kind of apt that, you know, I talked to some people and they had, beyond like the First Amendment, most people have zero clue everything else in the Constitution. It's a free PDF for you to download anytime, anywhere, folks. And I highly recommend that you do. But yeah, I'm going to go over a bunch of different parts of it. I'm not going to do it in like one shot. It's not a classroom. It'll just be like 10, 15 minutes videos going over each part. It'll be a little series that I'm going to do. And I think it'll be both informational and I'm going to try my best to keep it fun too. Obviously, my standard will be occurring. I will be doing this either while playing, more than likely not, but there will be a game playing in the background. And if you happen to get a little bit of knowledge in the process, well, all the better. And pokey, dead. One shot, one kill. Boom. Ha ha ha. And that's, folks, is why you pick pole arms. Yeah, so that's the blame game. So part of the blame game there. Now, I'm going to let every left person out there know, from this point forward, do not celebrate your victory before you have won it. It will not end well. You are going to get very upset, cry in your cornflakes, and I'm going to enjoy meme monologues for the next 3 years. Of you crying because your guy didn't win. Trust me, I enjoy it probably more than I should. And if you happen to catch some liberals doing the same, go right ahead and laugh at them. I will join you, because it's not okay. You have to be an adult about things, people. Don't fall on your knees and cry because your guy didn't win. That is stupid. Truly stupid. And we will get to that point too. There will eventually be a winner declared, folks. Like, in the end, be it through legal means or otherwise. And now that there is one little bit of information, and that is about the Democracy Dominion Software. I think that's their name. Dominion Software for voting. I think what the name was. My mind always goes blanks when I need informations. But this is a more serious incident than is made out to be. Not because of this election, because it puts into question our ability to use all those systems that make our lives so easy. And this is why for so long people are like, well, we should just be able to vote by email. No. You know what I mean? Like, over the internet. That'll make things so much easier. No. It is way too easy to hack a open source system. Now, And when I first heard about this, I went to look up it and see who wrote the system. I was doing investigation on my own part, looking to see if maybe one of these individuals had a axe to grind. No such impropriety found on my part, so that's good. So it is just ineptitude, not it's not malicious. It's just ineptitude, which is why several other districts and states chose not to use this software, because it took me all of about 5 minutes to find, and I wasn't even looking for it. I just put in, Dominion election software writer or programmers, and the program popped up, folks. It is an open source program. What I mean is they give you the code and allow you to use it. It's intended like a freeware version, but it's their actual software code. That's not okay. That means anybody who walks up to one of these machines with a damn USB device and the code can literally plug it in there and corrupt the machine. And that's the voting machine, not where you vote at, but where it reads, where you scan through and you read it. They can put the USB device in there, and it will tell you that a upload has happened, and they were all scheduled to do an upload at the exact same time. And what I mean by that is that strange little occurrence that happened at like 3:45 in the morning, where they put a decimal point in the wrong spot and this, that, and the other. No, that was the computers updating. Now, that's supposed to be a security precaution, but if you know when that's happening and it wasn't a secret, you can literally just plug in your USB device at the same moment as you're sitting at your machine. And that's how 6,000 votes in one county got flipped to Biden from Trump. That's the only one we know about. Now, it was caught and rectified due to a recount because, well, it's not a very big county, and they were a little confused why basically everybody in the county, which is a very Republican county, voted for Joe Biden. They were very confused by this, so they did a manual recount and found out that no, none of these were for Biden. And that's how we came to know that information. So, but these are all little things that happen during this. So, does the president have a leg to stand on for, like, saying, hey, oh, shoot. Oh, give me my shirt back, you bastards. Whatever. I already sold it. Life will go on. I'll get another one. I'm not buying it back at an increased price. I do dislike that about this system. Ooh, that's better armor, but it's expensive. Anyway, oh, is that a better hat than I had? No. Is it better than somebody else's helmet? I think everybody is just at about 26. But nope, worse than that one. No. Alright. So we don't have to worry about that. I can sell that helmet as well. Alrighty. So we go through this kind of moment where you go, oh, well, I guess that is a valid reason for this to occur, and it is. You can't very well expect somebody who is, running for president, like you are in a pretty big deal of a situation, and all of a sudden someone tells you, hey, this county had 6,000 votes flipped, and this program is used in 30 states. At that point, you start raising eyebrows, like going, well, at the very least, not saying anybody did anything overt. At the very least, we need to check out and see what is going on so that, one, it doesn't happen again. Two, to make sure somebody's not trying to steal the election. You know, regardless of, even if, you know, it may not even have been something that, you know, Joe Biden or anybody had any knowledge of. Again, standalone complex. Somebody figured this out, got in touch with people, put it into place. Or it may be an isolated event in one county because there's one very disgruntled Democrat who wanted this to happen. Oh my goodness, I need a war. I'm bored. Kill them. Chase those bandits down. Yeah, you can't exactly...
Horse archers! Give them hell!
You can't expect him to just stand there and go, oh, well, I'll just pretend like this isn't happening and have something that is very important to me taken from me. And it is obviously important to him. That is more than obvious. Long swingy stick. Long swingy stick. This thing is gross. Way overpowered. Dang it, I missed. There's another one in the Bretonnian realm that is even better, too. It's got like a... It's almost like a gigantic... It's like this long with a giant, like, scythe-like blade. Pretty crazy. Can't remember the name of the weapon, or the type of weapon it is, but it is pretty good. Oh, are they running away? Here, let's see if we can't catch them with a few arrows. Oh, well, somebody caught him with arrows. But yeah. So again, I believe it's a standalone situation, personally. Does that mean Trump doesn't have a reason to go to court? Absolutely not. I wholeheartedly think he does, because those people who did this, those who found themselves in a situation where they felt it necessary to try to cheat our election system, oh no, those individuals need to be brought to justice immediately, if that is in fact what happened. Because that's not okay. It doesn't matter the side of the fence you sit on. If that makes sense. I cannot stand the thought that somebody was that depraved and felt it necessary because they didn't want their guy to lose, that they were going to cheat for him. No. In Nevada, you also had people voting out of state because they were, you know, they had moved and things like that. In all honesty, that's not something we're ever really ever going to, like, normally catch. But because everything is so scrutinized right now, we want to play the... What's going on? Did she just freeze? No. Okay, good. That we're going to see the weird little things like that right now. That's just how it's going to be. Simple saber. What the heck? Sure. I'll just bet my way into some reason to do this. Gotcha, Swift. There we go. Skippity, skippity. Yeah, so I would just recommend that we hold tight. Hey, I am your boss. Stop hitting me with that spear. You're good with this spear, Jesus.
I'll cut you down!
Come on, Hurang.
I'll eat your liver!
There you go. My hat is bugged. Yeah, so he has every right to do these legal actions. It is his right as a presidential candidate. And in all honesty, it's our duty to make sure that this stuff doesn't happen ever again. We don't want our elections decided by this. We want actual elections. I mean, that's what makes us great. It's not, false monarchy or anything like that, like they have in many other, countries. One that starts with an R, for instance. Putin's been prime minister, or whatever the hell he is, far too many times to make it feasibly viable that no other candidate has ever come along to challenge him. And the people are so happy to have him. I'm not saying he's that bad. They've had worse in Russia. Far worse. And we need to realize the fact that we have to go through these lengths, that we have to sit here, we have to be patient, we have to be grown-ups about all this. And it's neither one side's fault, it's just something that we have to do. It really is. And we will be better for it as a country if we allow all of the legal actions to take place. And then in the end, if Biden's still the winner, then we just accept it. There's nothing left to do. We accept it. He's already hamstrung with the way the Senate and everything is anyway. In my personal opinion, I think what it was is people were just sick of this kind of... Basically, they were sick of hearing about Trump. You ram Trump down somebody's throat enough times, they're just going to get tired of hearing about him. And their easiest action is to vote him out, vote in the dumbass that's standing next to him, and then vote all in the opposites around him. And that's what has happened. Republicans have taken basically everything. The House, they're not going to take the House over, but they have made gains in the House, and in the Senate, they're going to at least keep their margin that they had before. It was projected to be this massive, overwhelming Democratic win. And we were all going to, have this great cultural revolution, and no, I'm not going to have a cultural revolution. If you want to have one, you have it in your own house. You have your own cultural revolution all by yourself. I'm good with where my culture is. I don't care if you dislike it or like it. People like to say the right or all these things, and what they don't realize is the right, for the most part, just keeps to them damn selves. You seem to... my biggest gripe is that people seem to equate a... What's the word I'm looking for here? They equate an action or a reason to the way things are, because it's so important to them that the reason why nobody else is standing up is because they are on the side of the other, idea. When in all honesty, it's because people don't care. And I know you may not like hearing that, but that's the way it is for the most part. People just don't care. We don't care if you're gay. We don't care if you're black. We don't care if you're purple, brown. We don't care if you're a one-eyed, one-eared, flying purple people eater. We don't care. And that is the biggest thing, is you guys want to equate this great conspiracy to our side. That simply doesn't exist. There's also a reason why we don't, get up in arms all that well either. It's because we have a tendency not to care. Good, bad, or otherwise. If it gets to the point where we feel that, as a whole, the liberties are being encroached upon, then you might see us get a little up. Or, in all honesty, if gun rights become infringed again, you'll see us stand up together that way too. Which is sad, because there are other, aspects to being on the quote-unquote right. Not even on the right. I'm not I'm not religious. I'm none of these things. I am just a human being who exists in this world and likes to shoot guns and think for myself. And there are people who think that they can think better for me, and I find that part irritating. So somehow that puts me on the right, which is beyond my scope of understanding. I do not believe in increasing warfare or anything like that, which somehow became a democratic thing, or a Democrat thing anyway. My entire basically my entire existence in the Air Force was spent under 3 years as under Bush, and then the rest was under Obama. And I was in more conflict under Obama, and there were more of my brothers in Obama's time frame. These are the people who are supposed to be the left, the anti-wars. That's not what they are. They like war. Don't ask me why. I'm starting to think maybe people should start having to wow, that's a visual glitch. That any president who hasn't been in the military no longer has the right to put us into a new war, because they don't act, with the exception of, situations where we are under attack, obviously. But to make that choice to go to war it's made entirely too lightly. I can't use that horse yet. Trade. Nope, nothing to trade either. Alrighty. Leave. I'm leaving on a jet plane. You guys weren't going to get away without me singing at least once today. I don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. With the Strugia. Yay, war. Traveling. All right. Now, mind you, the difference being this is a video game. And it's boring when there's no...
Mountain charge! Go attack!
rather painful. Come on. Get the fighting done. Alright, I have lost nothing. I did take some damage, but lost no troops, and I will gain some. Alright, prisoners. I will take all of that. Yeah, I'll take them all. I don't care. That requires anybody else level up? No. But yeah, so we have a bit of a situation when it comes to that, in my opinion. Oh, hold on, I need to get to a... Hold on, go there. Didn't realize I was out of food. Give me all your grain. Food, 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 food. Alright. Alright, leave. It didn't. In all honesty, it usually gives you a heads up when you run out of food, but it did not this time. Oh, are they currently sacking it? No, they're just messing with it. It's not a part of an army. Well, that's one way to... Ooh, hold on. What is this? What is this? I will help attack. Alright, let's see if I get wiped out doing this nonsense.
Horse archers! Charge! Footmen, forward! Bowmen, move!
Ooh. I'm getting my booty whooped here. Stay out of these fights. Or I'm gonna die. And that doesn't bode well for my troops. They will run away. Ah. Alrighty. See if I can... Missed. Come on, hit him. Come on, hit him. Come on, hit him.
Horse archers! Infantry, move!
Gotcha. Now I've got you trained in. Ooh. Whoop, time to move.
Infantry charge!
I think I may have lost all my horsey archers. Ooh, who's winning? Looks like we're winning still. Pick off the people running. See what else I can get. Ah, stupid rock. Oh, that one's dead. Carcasite Elder. Ooh, he's got a... Yeah, well, he did. They are fleeing. Ooh, ha 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 ha, I have won. But yeah, so that's about the short and skinny of it, folks, with the blame game. The left is blaming the right. One side says the other side isn't giving up. But in all honesty, if you were going to be elected president, would you give up? If there was a chance you could win, with all that comes with that, all the great men in history who have been president, all the terrible men too, mind you. Oh, dude, that farmers killed him. That's hilarious. All right. We have won. I lost at great expense to my own army. I lost 46 dudes. 20 wounded. Whew. That was painful. You are my prisoner now. You are my prisoner now. I am probably over limit, aren't I? Yes, I am. Is there anybody I could... No. Alright, so I don't want you. You. Don't want you. Actually, maybe I will take you two back. The veteran I'll keep. I'm not really worried about you. You. I will take the infantrymen. Nah, I don't need you. Veteran, yeah, those are good. Those are good. Sturgeon Shock Trooper. He's probably worth some money. Warrior Son is good. Other than that, I will take the rest of it, I guess. Nah, I don't want you either. I don't need those. I still have way too many. Who do I have a ton of? You guys. Goodbye. I don't need the woodsmans either. And that puts me at 38. What else do I want those. I want the Kuzite Elders. I don't really care about the Steppe Bandits. I don't care about. Oh, militia spearmen? No, you can go away. I guess I'll get rid of the brigands too. That'll do. Ah, yes. Oh, lots of them are hurt though. Lots and lots of good stuff. What is this? Most of it's most of it's pretty terrible armor. Ooh, did I get some good gloves? Those are the same. Does anybody else need better gloves? Those are better than what you got. Nope, those are. I'll just take it all. All right. Alrighty. Well, now that that has happened, I am going to unfortunately have to hightail it back to a main place to stay alive. Apparently, I still have 45 troops in my army, but I lost a crap ton. But that's okay. The unfortunate thing is I can't fight, and that is the irritating thing. We will sell the lame Stepport, and I think I can still use the lame to do the upgrades that I need. I will sell that. No. All these weapons are no use to me. Nope. I will keep. I'll sell those. I will sell the bolts. I am not going to sell the fish. A 5, a 7. That's actually not terrible. But none of them are that great. 13. Nope. Those are all terrible. Terrible. Poor Nordic people. Ooh, hold on. I think I like that better than the other one. Yes, I do. Oh, wait, can I? Oh, hold on. Let's put that on. What else can I do? Ooh, never mind. Wait, hold on. What is this? Oh, that looks terrible. What's this body armor? 11? Well, it may look terrible. I can't wear that though, can I? No. But I can wear it. Oh, I probably got to have something better than that. And I already got rid of all those. And I'm sure I have better boots than that to wear. Yes, very good. I will sell. Well, whatever. I had a bunch of them. I'll keep the piggy wiggy and start selling this stuff off. Nobody has like truly terrible armor, do they? 22, 24, 18. Nope, not that terrible. Nope, these are better than what you got. Oh, these are. Oh, you probably both need. There you go. There's some 9s. All right. Sell. 15. What do you have? You have the same exact thing. All right. Pretty good, if I do say so myself. Ah. Ooh, look at all them muns. Ooh-wee. I am gonna have to wait here a little bit because I got. Let's recruit troops. Yes. Recruit, recruit. Done. Leave. Oh, hold on. Tavern district. Choose prisoners to be ransomed. Oh, those are my troops. Oh, one of them little butt nuggets got away. I'm pretty sure you are worth a pretty penny. I actually would like to try to recruit that crossbowman. Veteran archer can go. Veteran warriors can go. Well, where'd those warriors go? They still... one of them is recruitable. I will recruit you. You can go away. One of these dudes? No. Alrighty. Yeah, you can go. Sturgeon Hunter, you can go. I will keep all the Kuzites. This for these guys. We'll give you the shields so you could be a better front line. My frontline dudes. Sure, why not? I don't even know where I got you from. Mercenary crossbowmen. Imperial crossbowmen. Kuzite spearmen. You can all get leveled up. Kuzite archer. Kuzite hunter. Raider, I can't do that yet. Yeah, sure, why not? I'll take one of those too. You can upgrade to that, and you will. I'll always take the crossbowmen. They fire farther. And all right, back to town. Leave and wait. We're gonna spin that wheel till my life total gets a little bit higher, and then we'll join the army and jump in there. But it's a lot of hubbub out there, folks. There's not a lot of real information. Keep that in mind when talking to friends and family. Don't let any of this get in the way of that. There is zero reason why you should get into a fight with your family over political reasons. It'll only ever end badly. If you feel one way and they feel the other, and you know that person well enough to know that if you bring it up, they're going to get all pissy, then don't bring it up. If you start getting into a conversation, you know it's going to end badly, just concede the point. You don't have to change your mind. You just have to allow them to think you did. Family is far more important than what anybody else wants to do. And that is going to be one of the biggest. That's the biggest help I can tell you. Keep your friends and family close. Don't let this stuff get in the way of that. There's no point in pointing your finger at them and saying, well, Joe Biden's going to be president, and it's all your fault because he is terrible. Or, President Trump, you supported Trump, and yada, yada, yada. And no. No, I'd rather take diplomacy, thank you. Don't even know how I leveled up my diplomacy, my charm, but that's okay. Got more, dude? Oh, I can recruit. There we go. Some more horse archers, because mine got decimated in that last battle. Now, it might be that they've nerfed them since the last time I played this game. But they used to be basically unstoppable. Because they would stay far enough away. that they wouldn't actually get hurt, and they were fast enough that the other archers wouldn't be able to really hit them that well. So, whoa, what just happened? Holy cow, we took their capital. Missing out on all sorts of fun things. Go. I don't want to be left out of all the fun. There we go. Go. Oh, are you kidding me? Man, I was left out of all the fun. I only got one big fight out of that. Oh, actually, these guys seem to not care for me anymore. Still, they seem to still hate my guts. They also seem to be insanely faster than me. Yeah. We'll go fight at it. Yeah, we'll go do the thing we do best. We'll go to the arena. Oh. 'Cause come on, do it. Do it to it, man. Alright. Alrighty, folks, but I think I'll find one more arena battle, and then I'll call it there. My rant about name calling is about over with. I've given my 2 cents on everything I can think of in that department. I don't like to call it news because, in my opinion, this really isn't news. It is something that you shouldn't forget about. Oh, it's dark. Oh, hey, you're gonna die. 89 damage. I missed. I won't miss this one. There you go. He did. We will be back later tonight for a live stream of some sort. I'm really not sure what we plan on doing tonight, folks. Toodaloo. I gained a level. Cool. That's always helpful. Gotcha. Oh, hello, Mr. Horsey Man. Oh, I missed you. I missed the Horsey Man. Oh, he did. And this, oh man, my horse has got a lot of arrows sticking out of the side of it. That can't be a pleasant experience. Oh, 46 damage. God, I'm playing against the AI. They shall never run out of arrows. Yeah, well, that one's done. That one's done. I stabbed at him in the face with the pointy stick. Ooh. Let's see if I can one-shot somebody. Ow. Only 45 damage. Yeah, 43. Jeez. Oh, that must be one of mine. Oh, how did you miss? Dang. I am not. There you go. Sulin the Swift, you're dead. Hey, I won. Skip that round, bet for this round. Money, money, money. Wars are profitable in this game. There he is. Hey. Hey, don't stab my horse. Gotcha. Alright, let's hope we're on horseback. I do. Where are you at? There you are. Oh. Oh, we both missed. Come on. Come on. Charge at me. And 141. Imperial Archer down. Alrighty, folks. Thank you all so much for joining me. I will be back tomorrow with news not pertaining to the election, hopefully, unless anything major breaks. And remember always to have fun. And we will see you all later on this evening. So, thank you all so much. Remember to like, share, and subscribe if you think I've done a good job. And we will see you all next time. Have a wonderful day.